to Bloodrun or Blue Run.
Blue Run.
Over on Tox's pick, of course.
I wonder how... This is still a map that Zorak would be able to play because there's 4 items that he's able to time regularly, and it has the rail, which he works very well with.
It's a smaller map, too. It's easier. Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. The map is starting right now, guys. Tox versus Zorak. Map 2. I'm on Tox to start with. He's getting up a yellow side. Does not want to go to the red straight away. Has to pick up his yellow first.
He's going to be a little bit light on weapons, but he's going to be shifting over to... No, not rocket launcher yet. He wants to drop down for this rail, but he knows that Zorak might already have one in hand. Yes, he does, with rockets and rails. Zorak's going to definitely be the troll under the bridge, giving Toxic second thought to dropping down on top of him. This actually puts Zorak in a pretty good place to put pressure on this second red, either from one angle or the other. Not to grab so much, but definitely to do damage on. Oh, Tox actually really hugging that side wall, and actually taking a rail off of Zorak as well, but that's fine. Zorak can still collapse back to this mega almost for free.
That was a pretty crazy move there for Zorak to jump down. I mean, he calculated that just about right with the weapons that Tox had out at that point. That could have gone horribly wrong if there were any slight miscalculations.
But gotta hand to Zorak, who's able to recover from that fairly well. Both whiffs there. He's looking for Zorak to come back on the red armor.
Missing these shots.
Yeah, exactly.
This isn't the Tox I'm used to seeing.
That's sort of been the trend all day, unfortunately. But they both have decent stacks here.
Zorak is a little bit early for that mega, but he's able to push Tox out of the room and secure the control for himself. See, this is nice. This is almost like how Sinister should have started with Zorak. Able to just get control and play a game where he's forced to just think about the opponent and not have a sort of amazing lead altogether. There's still a good chance that Zorak can cause an upset.
Well, Toxic's not looking too upset right now, taking a bunch of shards. Still plenty of armor for him. In fact, this next red is going to be relatively close to Mega, so it would be more to his advantage to put some pressure on that Mega. Giving up red, I mean, they both have essentially 200 armor. Yeah. But Zorak's going to bring that fight directly to him and try to back off to Mega here, and Tox missing these rails is not going to be doing him too many favors. He got 1 out of the 3 there.
That was 30% LG on Tox when Zorak walked onto the red platform.
Yeah.
That's where Tox hit 60% LG, not 30. And he's trying to get some damage done now. It's looking a lot better for him. He is going to take the lead, and hopefully his confidence will be brimming a little bit. Does find the spawn frag, but he's still pretty weak. The red is spawning. Zorak nowhere to be seen. He's not able to be quick enough to get to the position he needs to go.
That was a tough time for Zorak to take away that grenade launcher spawn as well. I mean, Tox was still weak enough that he was potentially convertible if Zorak was able to take a weapon, but that weapon needed to not be grenade launcher. So 3 up on nil now, very quickly from our 0-0 situation.
And with another red, Tox will definitely have the energy to continue this the speed of frags, or accumulating frags that he's been doing so far. And Zorak coming very close.
Yeah,
and finds another rail.
He's not wanting to back out of this fight, and that was sort of the problem last map as well. He's definitely going to need to smarten it up a little bit here.
Yeah, this is where you go back to a slow game and you assume that no fight should be had for at least another 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You try to run away. You let Tox take whatever items he's near.
But you make sure you rail him, and you don't come into...
Wow.
Oh, nice. There's the rail that Tox was looking for.
Anyway, sometimes you got to just let him take the items that he's not near as well, so...
But what I was really looking for there is similar to what we saw to Zorak in the early game against Rafa on Sinister. He was never really in control, but he was hurting Rafa at every conceivable opportunity on the items, and so far, Tox is shopping for free. You can hear Zorak at the stairs.
You need a couple more sort of peak rails from, or just some rocket damage, rocket spam or something from Zorak from a position, from positions on Mega or Red, like coming from the shard area, or maybe even the corridor on the other side, well, on the rocket side leading towards red armor.
Looks like Toxic actually wants some of these fights now. Zorak was waiting by the stairs. There's a point where it actually looks like he's getting a little bit locked up. There's the grab of the red armor, but it's immediately knocked off of him. That plasma's not too bad, but Zorak doesn't really have anywhere to go there, and Toxic is going to just go, all right, let me have that nice 6 frag lead. That's a little bit more comfortable.
That's the second time as well I saw Zorak with his back turned to where Tox actually turned out to come from.
Yeah, maps like Bloodrun and Lost World definitely all about you know, awareness of where your opponent is at all times. It's small enough to make that happen. It's sort of the trend in the map pool this year, really. So as we hit this halfway point, Zorak not taking too many chunks off of Toxic's armor.
This is actually looking much more like what I expected from Tox.
Decent LG there, but that's going to leave them both sort of reeling. Tox is now railable, as is Zorak. At least it was up until the armor, and that goes for both of them.
I felt like there was maybe initially in this this duel, there was maybe a bit of doubt in Tox's mind that maybe he can't do it. This guy took a map from Rafa, so maybe I can slip up, and maybe losing that confidence of the amount of pressure on him, winning money for his teammates. But I think now that he's got this good lead, he's feeling, oh right, I can do this.
But this is his map pick.
Better with that.
This is his map pick, and it's also Mother Bloodrun, so he's feeling well at home here.
He should just let Zorak take those items. Zorak is 6-0 behind, but he's got 4 minutes potentially where he can have control and try and make a bit of a comeback. Oh, that grenade frag from Zorak. I don't think he expected to happen like that, but Tox just rocket jumped right into him.
Yeah, it didn't exactly get him over to the teleporter in good time either.
And that's a big slip up though from Tox, which is giving Zorak a chance. He can get onto red. Dropping down for Mega is something that is not prescribed.
Oh no,
just no. No, Zorak. We're gonna have a couple of
You could feel it coming too. Yeah, like he wants to. He feels
he's
ballsy.
Like, but the Mega, I must take every single item. I mean, that is Zorak in a nutshell, though. He can time every item, so therefore he must have every item, and irregardless of
I don't know
what stands in his way.
He wasn't playing like that against Rafa, be fair.
No, I agree, but it's like he's gone back to his roots in a way. Zorak has done brilliantly today. He's got some good results, but I feel like he's almost he could be making it even better for himself. Nothing's going to take away the wins he's already had today.
Well, again, I'm not sure if he can really make it better for himself. He can just make it worse for Toxic.
Yeah. That was a nice sort of pirouette there from Tox.
Good recovery, certainly. 8 out of 10. But as we get down to our final 2.5 minutes, this is a hefty lead for Tox to have, and this might be sort of the tipping of the hand towards the 3-0 series. Oh, nice rail.
Zorak can still pick up a kill over here, but I think he's fled completely. He's taken the red armor. Realize that Tox has gone away this time. And 2.5 minutes left. Zorak does have a bit of a stack to work with. He's got a rocket to rail. Hits another 7 HP left. Tox hasn't got the kill yet. And he's going to find one more. Nicely played, Zorak. Aggression paying off on this occasion.
And really having the ability to have this matchup in the final round today against a player like Toxic.
Nicely done. Awesome plasma there. The Tox was just oblivious to that.
And the 225s come up just fine. Again, his timing is on point. And he can take away Mega at will. So he might have the opportunity to get maybe a frag or two.
Yeah, no,
definitely. The last couple of minutes.
He absolutely should. Tox is only about 100. Zorak needs to find a way to do damage, and I think he's just found a Tox right now who's landing some pretty decent rockets. There's one for Zorak. He does get the rail afterwards as well. He's going to hit one more. He needs to switch to a different weapon. He's going with the LG. Can almost get the frag over here. He finds the splash damage and just about picks it up.
So much work for that, though. Only left at 8 health.
The dream is real.
And again, timing those 225s is perfectly.
Yeah. I think you're absolutely spot on. Great damage there, Zorak. Top yellow is available. He's going to go up there. If Tox is over here, then, well, he'll probably die.
But we'll see how sneaky Tox can be. Once again, he's over by grenade launcher, and Zorak, if he's sneaky coming up the stairs, might just find him completely unawares. We finally have.
Wow! Awesome play, Zorak. There's 1 minute left, so Zorak's got to keep up this pace. He's got to go for it. That was a nicely timed sort of walking style.
He took no damage taking that frag off of Tox.
But he's going to be lured into Mega at some point. 45 seconds left.
Zorak wants to lure as well.
But Tox doesn't need to go to it.
Tox doesn't have rail. He can't really put a lot of pressure on. He can fade away, he can escape, but he can't really, unless he hits all of these rockets, he can't keep Zorak off his back forever.
That was a great defensive rocket as well from Tox. He managed to slow down Zorak a lot.
It's getting too tight for 3 frags here.
25 seconds, Zorak can't find him.
He's going to hear him coming up there, and Tox is going to leave the plasma room. Yeah, that's...
No rocket jumps or anything. We've just done 20 seconds to go. Looks like Zorak definitely getting a good opportunity at the end to pick up some frags and making it very close here with Tox.
Tox is whistling "Let's Go Fly a Kite," and that kite is Zorak shaped right now. So there we have it. Decent comeback, though.
Very, very nice attempt there, actually, from Zorak. I really like to start towards the end of that game. It's going to be 7-4 in the end. Tox is now 2-0. Does that mean he's the champion? I think they are TriMaster Champions now.
He had to take 2?
I think he has got to secure 4 points, which he would earn that from getting this. But hopefully we can get clarity. I'm hoping that an admin will run in. Yeah, the tournament admin is just running to find out the information right now if that's going to be true. So we'll have clarity
Tox
very,
woke
very
up.
soon.
He kind of had a middling performance in some of the earlier rounds, but in the last one, he was able to give MD that trophy.
Yeah.
As far as we know.
Zorak gifting.